All right, so we've gone over most of your slides, except the last few for your PowerPoint. So today we're going to talk a little bit about finances, because hopefully, I know some of you have jobs, hopefully in the future you all plan to get a job and make some money. And I know we all probably like money because we like spending money. So just going to talk a little bit about some of the different parts of your finances and things that you need to think about as you grow up, whether you decide to have your own business or just in your daily life, some things that you might need to know. All right, so the first thing is a net worth statement. So in the activity that we're going to do together, the sheet that we fill out is called a net worth statement. It's pretty much saying how much money you have. What is your net worth? What is everything put together? What is your worth? If you take everything you have and then subtract everything you owe, what would be your worth? And so a net worth statement is going to have your total assets, which is obviously going to be your current plus your non-current. So current assets is anything that can be quickly converted to cash or that will be sold within 12 months. So something like a car. If you are not making any payments on your car is paid off, that could quickly be sold for cash. So that could be an asset. Any cash that you have on hand, any money that you have in the bank that you could quickly withdraw is an asset. If others owe you money, that's an asset because you could demand that you need that money right then for whatever you may need to pay off. And then any non-depreciable inventory. Non-current assets is going to be something that has a useful life of more than 1 year. It's usually something used in business, such as any non-current, non-depreciable inventory, and then land. Land is always a non-current asset. It's something that can be used over a year and it does not lose its value. That's one thing my grandpa used to tell me is that, he used to buy a lot of land and I never really understood why, but if you buy land and have it, then eventually somebody's going to want it. And so that, can be a good return for you as an investment. It never loses value compared to, your car. If you buy a brand new car and you drive it off the lot, as soon as you drive it away, it starts to lose that value because it's been used more. It just doesn't have that same value, whereas land is still the same value. All right, and then just went over that one. Okay, and then your liabilities. So your liabilities is obviously your current liabilities or your debts. So anything that you owe, and then plus your non-current liabilities. So current liabilities would be anything that you're paying on. So for example, I have a car payment right now, and so I'm paying for that. I pay a monthly car payment, so that would go under current liabilities. However, let's say that, and this isn't true because I really don't know how much I still owe permanently on it, but let's say I owe $10,000 on it and I make a $400 payment each month. So the $400 payment is going to be the current liability because that's what I pay currently. The $10,000 that I have left to pay on it is going to be the non-current liability because I don't have to pay that off in a year. I have 2 to 3 years, however long, to pay that off. So that would be a non-current liability. Right, and then your net worth. So what's your worth? So your net worth is obviously going to be your total assets, so your current plus your non-current, minus your total liabilities, so your current plus your non-current, to get what you have, what your net worth is. So if you ever hear, a lot of famous people, they talk about their net worth, or sports players, they might say their net worth is, $240 million. Well, that's subtracting everything that they owe. So if they're paying on a house or anything like that, that is subtracting that. So that's just what they have, what, everything that they have would be worth. Your debt to equity ratio. So this is just a measure of your net worth compared to your liabilities. It helps you see the company's assets and helps you see where they're at. So the formula used to calculate debt to equity ratio is debt to equity ratio equals total liabilities divided by your net worth. So you do total liabilities divided by your net worth to get your debt to equity ratio. All right, and then lastly, your inventory. So inventory is an itemized list of things owned by a business with the beginning value and depreciated value. So anything that you own, so if you own a pet grooming salon, any tool that you own, your building, your, anything that is technically yours that you've bought for the company would be on an itemized list. And then you divide it between non-depreciable and depreciable. So your non-depreciable are going to be items that will be used up or sold within a year, and that would be feed, supplies, medicine, fertilizer. Depreciable is going to be things that can last for over a year because they don't lose value because of age, wear, or becoming out of date. So that would be depreciable items. All right, let's look at your workbook, your 2 slides for this week. Any questions on finances so far? All right, so for this assignment, you're looking at the Happy Pet Kennels net worth sheet, and this tells you what all they have, and then you're going to use this to put onto the net worth sheet. This is just a rubric, tell you how you would get graded on this, but hopefully you'll get graded good on this because we're doing it together, so that should be a plus for you. All right, so this is what it looks like, and then over here is the stuff that you would need to put in. So let's take a look, and based on what we see, we have cash on hand, $500, land owned, $100,000, mortgage on property due beyond 12 months, $40,000, feed and medicine, $2,000, life insurance, cash value, $10,000, money owed from others, $600. Depreciable inventory, $2,000, and note due to bank within 12 months is $6,500. All right, so under current assets, we have 4 spots. So tell me one of the things that would go under current assets.
Cash on hand.
Good, Aaliyah, thank you. Cash on hand, which is going to be your $500. All right, somebody give me another one. So looking at this list over here, what are things that are assets? So things that we own that are current that could quickly be converted to cash.
Land.
Okay, so land, is that a current or a non-current?
Non-current.
That would be a non-current asset. So that was 100,000. All right, Give me another current or non-current asset.
Feed and medicine.
Good. Feed and medicine. That would be 2,000, correct? Yep. All right, so there's 2 more current assets and 1 more non-current asset.
Money owed from others would be a current asset.
Good, Carly. Money owed from others, and that was 600. All right, somebody else give me a current asset or non-current asset. Dylan, you got one for me? Dylan, you there? Go back and look at your PowerPoint to help you figure it out. Anybody else that can help him out?
Life insurance, cash value.
Thank you, Carly. Life insurance cash value was 10,000. All right, so Trent, if we add all these up, what will we get? You there, Trent?
13,100.
Yeah, thank you. 13,100. All right, so non-current assets, there's one more that is a non-current asset. Anybody know what that might be? All right, well, let's skip that one. We'll come back. Anybody know which one the current liability would be? Remember, that's something you owe and that you have to pay within 12 months.
Mortgage on the property.
You what, Aaliyah?
Mortgage on the property.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I was wrong. That is not correct. That would be the non-current liability because it's due beyond 12 months. So you have longer than 12 months. So mortgage on the property. $48,000. All right. So can anybody give me the current one? Cameron, can you give me the current one, please?
You said for the current liability.
Yes. So it would be, you have to pay it within 12 months.
Oh, the due to the bank. The note
Yeah,
due.
the note due to the bank within 12 months. Thank you. And that would be 6,500. So your total current liabilities is 6,500. Your total non-current, 40,000. So who can give me J, our total? Wait, let's go back to non-current asset. So what do we have left that would be a non-current asset? There's only one thing over here left.
Depreciable inventory.
Yes, thank you, Leah. And that is 2,000. All right, so our total assets would be 102,000. Our total liabilities is 40,000. So who can give me J? Oh, J. Our total liabilities, G plus I equals J. So total current plus total non-current, 40 plus 6,500 gives you what? So total liabilities would be our non-current liabilities plus our current liabilities. So 40,000 plus 6,500 would be what?
46,500.
Thank you. Come on, guys. I know y'all are smart. So I know y'all know this stuff. Those of you not answering might not get a good grade. All right, and then K, what is our net worth total? E minus J equals K. So you take total assets, 102,000, minus J, which is your total liabilities, 46,500, which gives you what?
$68,600.
Thank you, Carly. $68,600. All right, any questions on how we got any of that or how we filled that out? Any questions on the finances part of the workbook? Okay, let me pull up today's so you can see it. Internet's being slow. So you should hopefully have completed your 2.0 workbook by now. So once you're completed it, make sure that you submit it here. You'll just submit the whole PowerPoint presentation with your answers filled in. So make sure you submit the one with your answers, not the one without. All right, so it won't let me post it right now for some reason, maybe because I'm trying to do too much on the internet. But on your week 5 playlist, when you go to it in just a minute after we're off, it should hopefully let me post it. But I will have a review worksheet for your finances, so similar to kind of what we just went over. And then tomorrow I'll have just kind of a review of the whole 2.0 for you to do. And then we will start careers on Thursday and Friday. Are there any questions? Anybody need help with anything? All right, well, if you don't, you can go ahead and log off and I'll get that uploaded so you can get started on it.
Miss Hart,
Yes.
it says you marked me absent for today, but I just wanted to make sure, like, I'm here.
Oh, did I? Okay, let me fix that real quick because I'll forget to go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me know.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.